Tonight we had broccoli cheddar soup in bread bowls. Starting off with my bread, I went ahead and warmed up some water in a measuring cup, and then I added in some sugar and yeast, and I set that aside. Then in a smaller measuring cup, I measured out my oil and added in my eggs, and then I mixed that up until it was well combined. Then into a large bowl, I added my flour and salt, and then I just mixed that together. And then I dug a well in the center and added in all of my liquid ingredients. And I just stirred that around until it came together and formed a shaggy dough. And then I floured my work surface, and then I turned it out on the counter and kneaded it for a few minutes until it became a smooth ball. Then I went ahead and oiled my bowl, flipped it upside down and then right side up. And then I covered it with plastic wrap and let it proof in the oven for 1 hour. Then I got my vegetables, which was garlic, onion, carrots, broccoli, and a little parsley. And I got my cheeses. The 4 cheeses are listed on the screen. Then I also had some heavy cream. And I went ahead and washed my veggies and chopped everything up. I grated my carrots on a small grate. And then I went ahead and cut up my broccoli off the core or the stem. And then I just chopped up my parsley. Then I went ahead and grated all of my cheese by hand, which took a while, but we got it done. And so then by this time, my dough was fully proofed, and so I took it out the oven, and then I punched it down. Then I remove it from the sides, and I weigh out the entire portion, and then I weigh out each individual portion, and then I just laid those aside. And once I had all of those, then I started rolling them until they were smooth and nice and tight. And I just went ahead and placed those on baking sheet lined with parchment paper and cut an X in the center of each one. Then I let them proof for another 30 minutes and made an egg wash, which is just egg and milk. Then I went ahead and brushed the tops of those and put these in the oven, set to 375 to bake with a little ice in the bottom to help get them crispy. In my pot, melted down some bacon fat, and then I added in my onion and garlic, and I added some butter, added in a little flour, cooked that down, and then added in some water, seasoned it with everything you see on the screen here. And then I just stirred that around until it got nice and thick. Then I added in my carrots, added in my heavy cream and some whole milk. Then I added in the broccoli and the cheese, and I just mixed that around slowly until it all came together and was fully melted. Then I topped it with the parsley. By this time, the bread was done, so I went ahead and let it cool for a little bit, cut the tops off, remove the centers, and put those in a bowl with a little bit of oil and seasoning. And I just toast everything for a few minutes, and then I plate it up with a little extra cheese on top. And there you have it. Hope you guys enjoy. If you try it, let me know.